But let me tell you something. Go and study every rich and wealthy man or woman that you know. Whether they are born again or not, you will see the hand of grace. You will see that there's something that you can't put one on one. You will see that that's what we call the grace of God. You will see that there's something that this person was just helped. That's what many of you call luck. Oh. Say it was lucky. No, it's just a grace. And guess what? The grace of God has appeared to all. That grace is available to anybody that is ready to receive it and partake of it. Hello? But guess what? If you put money and knowledge and information in front of a rich man, the rich will always choose knowledge. Because they know that the more you know, the more you grow. The more you learn, the more you earn. That your earning capacity is determined by your learning capacity.
Get ready to be blessed by this powerful teaching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more inspiring messages. Now, let's get started.
Having studied the rich and studied the poor on my own journey as an individual, I came to the conclusion that the rich are different from the poor. And it's an open secret. Everybody knows that rich people are different from poor people. But I've identified 7 major gaps between the rich and the poor. And once we are able to identify these gaps, and we do what we are supposed to do to bridge this gap, I believe with the whole of my heart, and I have testimonials to prove it. Anybody can change their life in 5 years. Anybody can change their life in 5 years. Anybody. I run the Billionaires Conclave, a network of high net worth individuals under my mentorship globally. We are members in 15 countries on 6 continents of the earth, and testimonies upon testimonies upon testimonies upon testimonies of how in 1 year, in 2 years, sometimes when some of those people are true with their testimony, when they have gone, I will now call my guys. I say, guys, is there a problem with us? Why are we not seeing this thing in our own constituency? Hello, what is happening? These people are, this testimony, some of the people working with me are like, we know how this guy came now. He was telling us to come and beg you to give him discount, and now the guy is talking billions. They are seeing the reality. Anybody that is ready to do the right thing, you can bridge that gap. So I'm telling you, based on facts and figures, some of them seated here today, that if you can bridge this gap that I'm about to unveil to you, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, you'll be amazed. Because let me tell you something. You cannot teach a man anything except you help him to discover it within himself. I'm telling you. So one of the things I try to do is to sit down and to decode things that can unlock destinies. You can take a horse to the river. You cannot force the horse to drink. The reason why you took it to the river and it's not drinking is because it's not thirsty. If the horse is thirsty, before you get to the river, as you are taking him there, we are throwing you to the river and start drinking. So what can you do to make the horse thirsty? Put salt in his mouth. Put salt in his mouth. When you put salt in the mouth of the horse, the salt will dry up the water within him. He will run to look for water. That's what I do. I put salt in the mouth of people. Hello? That is why I will continually say, you are a fool. Hello? It's the salt. By the time I finish talking, you will either get angry or change. Because I'm not sent to everybody. To those of whom you are sent, you are a miracle worker. To those of whom you are not sent, you are a noise maker. So you don't need to love me. It's not important. If you don't love me, I'm not sent to you. If you love me, my weaknesses will be, you will accommodate it. One of the fathers of one of our ministers in this house, they came for an event on a Sunday morning, and the father was in the auditorium when I was speaking. And I was talking, you are a fool. I know some of you are not normal. So she was the one now telling me what the father said. He said, that pastor, that my father, that did you church knew that when they were going home, he said, this is your pastor. The way he was, how do you people cope? The way he just finished, so motivating me. Is he motivating you or is he insulting you people? He said the father was like, it was just, you see, where I was like, because like, how can the pastor be using the word fool? Because they can't get, I wrote a whole book on it. Are you a fool? He said, the father now said, well, Shebi always says that to those that whom you are sent, miracle worker. To those to whom you are not sent, that means your pastor is not sent to me. That means your pastor is not sent to me because we can see ministry in your life. At least I'm your father. I can see that since you came under him, your life has changed. That is it. I am not sent to everybody. So what are the gaps between the rich and the poor? Number one is the knowledge gap. The knowledge gap. The knowledge gap. Rich people are always looking for knowledge and information. Poor people see information as being too expensive. Listen, I was in I did 2 global tours last year, and I went to a lot of leadership conferences, but I went to 2 international global leadership conferences last year, one in April and one in August. Guess what? When I landed in Dallas at the auditorium for the first event, as I was entering the hall, people started coming to me. Oh, hey, welcome, sir. Are you a speaker? Are you a speaker? I said, no, I'm not speaking. I'm here. They said, you came to listen. I said, what did you come to do? Are you a speaker? They said, at your level. At your level. I said, I have to keep learning. You think it's a joke? No. I paid my way. I paid VIP. I went there. I sat down. I learned for days. Many people came to meet me. Can I take picture? Can I do this? Fast forward. August. I was in Chicago for another one. How are you? You are here again. I said, you too, you are here again. One of those that met me was a pastor from Ibadan. We met in the April one. He came again, August. We met again. He said, Baba, you are here. I said, you won't call? Because that's how you will sit down and they'll be fooling you. Common sense guru, common sense guru, common sense guru. And you'll be deceiving yourself. And everybody will be getting knowledge and be getting knowledge and be rising. And then one day you'll be a spectator. Have you not heard that all the footballers in the field that are active footballers today, the only guarantee that they can continue to enter that field for free is to become a coach? Because if they don't become a coach, one day they will pay to enter the same stadium where they played to watch other people play. So number one gap is knowledge. Put a bunch of banana on the table and $10,000 in front of a monkey. 100% of the time, the monkey will choose the banana. Why? He doesn't know better. Because you don't know that if you choose $10,000, you can have a plantation. Put books, seminar, information, or money in front of a poor man. The poor man will choose money every time. But not knowing that if you don't have the wisdom to manage the money, you become Jumoke money bread. Hello? But guess what? If you put money and knowledge and information in front of a rich man, the rich will always choose knowledge. Because they know that the more you know, the more you grow. The more you learn, the more you earn. That your earning capacity is determined by your learning capacity. So as I'm sitting down here right now, even if you have other plans, sit down and think when we go on break. Which one do I need to choose? Do I need to buy these 3 books, even if I cannot make the academy? Or do I need to pursue this academy? And Kukuma come and spend 1 week to prepare my life? Because think about it, nobody grows young. Nobody grows young. The press people asked me this morning, what is the outlook for Nigeria? I said, there's no outlook. It's what is the outlook for your life? Number 2, the mindset gap. The mindset of the rich and the poor is not the same. The mindset of the rich and the poor is not the same. The mindset gap. So one of the gaps that needs to be bridged is that you need to move from poverty mindset to possibility mindset. You need to move from scarcity mindset to abundance mindset. One of the mindsets of the poor is that enough to go around. And because you believe that there is not enough to go around, which is called the scarcity mentality, you become desperate and you become bad because you think that just because somebody else has gotten their own, they have deprived you of the possibility of getting your own. Because in your mind, if this one eats now, that means some of us will not eat. So you go into crabology to stop people from eating. Have they not been eating the national cake for 60-something years? Cake finish. No, they finish. I don't know how many of you have, but you know that there was a time when in Nigeria, when you listen to the news, the people that were newscasters, when they want to talk about corruption, they'll be saying that he stole 700,000 naira. You know that's the news, 700,000 naira, and everybody will say, yeah. Then at the point, he stole 70 million. Now, it's not even naira, dollars. Mindset. Have you noticed that? Look, when we say the mindset between the rich and the poor, there are people that have money, but they are poor. They are so poor that all that they have is money. They are so poor that all that they have is money. It is that same scarcity mindset that empowers corruption. Get all you can all you get. So they steal money they cannot spend. They keep it in places they cannot access. So that in their mind, they'll just be telling themselves, at least something is here. Because they don't have any way out. So you need to work on your mind. When you think quantity above quality is a poor mindset. Above quality. Instead of it to do something that is quality. And listen to me. I have a friend while growing up in the 90s. And I was a pastor. I've been in the ministry now 35 years. This guy was in 1992, 93, before this church started. And I was a young pastor. And young people were following me, looking up to me. Then this guy came to me and said, "Yeah, pastor, you know you're our pastor. We appreciate you. God is using you mightily. But who shops for you? Where do you shop?" I said, "What?" He said, "Hey, you know, this is your shirts, this is your shoes. Where do you buy it? Who buys it for?" I said, "Anyone now. Okay. Sometimes we go to railway, Tejo show. Sometimes we go to Aswani. You know that?" He said, "What of the shoe?" I said, He said, "How much?" I said, "This one. I bought this one." He said, "I have like 3 like that." So he told me something. He said, "Sir, if you don't mind, can I take you somewhere? When next you want to buy, let's go to market together." It's not that we're rich people. So it's not as if we're rich people. But the guy he said, "Let me take you somewhere." He said, "Because of these things you are wearing, if you buy one, just one, this one you say this money you spend to buy 3, there's one shoe you can buy that will last 5 to 10 years. And when you wear, people will know that this is shoe." We're all young boys. It's not as if it's one old person. So we went and they took me to the place. Scoosh. The Scoosh brown. I wore that shoe. The shoe did not expire. I have the one that expired it. If you know in those days, I don't know if it's still exists now, there used to be a place they call Mandilas. Some people, they will have shirt, stash, very proud shirt like that, an arrogant shirt. So when we got there, I said, "That one fine." I said, No, he said, "We are going inside." We now go inside. We saw some things, no, these are not suits, these are cooker. We are going inside. By the time we got to the place, he said, "Sir, can you see the difference?" He said, "These are Italian. These are imported." He said, "Those ones are local, northern suits from the J." By the time I wore the shirt, wore the shoe, even me, I felt that something has changed. Mindset. Quantity above quality. Selfishness above selflessness is poverty mindset. What's in it for me? So what will I get? What's in it for me? What will I get? Do you know that there are some people that, I don't know if you have ever been in a situation before. And I've been in many situations, but I will use one that has happened on both ways to explain. I was stranded alone in the car one day. The tire had an issue, and I needed to change the tire. And then by the time I came down, by the time I wanted to bring out the extra, I discovered that the extra itself has deflated. But 2 people were around, just looking at me, this big man. Then when they saw that I brought the second one, they now came, "This tire, we can help you, or what are you going to pay?" He put money first. So I was like, pay for what? Can't you just help somebody that is stranded to say, "Okay, sir, we can help you. There's an organizer here. Why was you to pay?" He was on and on. I said, "Look, listen." Listen. I said, "I have something that can benefit you more than money. But you don't know, because you don't know what I have." I say, "Learn to understand this. Every time you meet people, don't put money first. Serve and do the best thing. When you finish, the person may even be a wicked person that will just say thank you without giving you anything. Accept the thank you with joy, because you will get the harvest in this life." But he was insistent on money, and I gave him money. And they went, they did it, but the money I gave him is infinitesimal compared to the money I could have given him. At that point, I could have given him a whole house, and nothing will happen. But he reduced himself to that level. Guess what? The same thing happened this time around in a more dangerous place. And I was not alone in the car. 2 of us were in the car. And where it happened, I saw some guys. They just started coming out from under the bridge. From a normal human being Nigerian sense. I told the guy sitting there, so I said, "This thing can get, come and pray. Let's begin to pray in the Holy Ghost. Let's trust God for the guys were here." True life story. But when they came there, hey, anything like that. So I said, no. Hey, Baba. Nobody mentioned money. Nobody said anything about money. And I kept thinking, me that was already thinking of praying the Holy Ghost. These people are even more holy. They did everything. And when they finished, Baba, I can see boy, you and share your situation of the country. To bless our boys, anything for the boy. I said, hey, how many of you, what is it? So, I don't know how much was the money that was in my pocket, but I said, do any of you have account? I transferred 2 million on that spot today. Years ago, 2 million. I said, take a joke, okay, address me later. Because they did not ask for money. I was surprised. Pleasantly so. So, mindset, many of you, your mindset, you have insulted your destiny. You have charged your destiny helper. One of the fathers of faith in this nation, one of the testimonies he has is the fact that when they normally go and visit their own spiritual, when they go to this spiritual father, you'll be giving them suits, giving them clothes. When they come, so he says, no, I don't want anything, sir. I'm okay, sir. It's what you carry that I want. I don't want suit. I don't want whatever you are doing that is producing this result. That's what I want. Among all his friends and colleagues that used to go there, today, he's still above all of them. Why? He got the real thing. He wants to charge and collect money, or do you want a blessing? One of my sons and mentees is in this house. We did an event, and the guy saw it as a business opportunity. Because that's the problem with people. Some people see me as an income. As a businessman, no man, send invoice. I want to send me an invoice. That means it's a business relationship. I shift because Pastor Olumide Emmanuel is different from Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. But Dr. Olumide Emmanuel cannot impart grace into your life. He will give you knowledge and information. Only Pastor Olumide Emmanuel can impart grace. So the very minute you go into invoice, the spirit will shift. The educated doctor, PhD will show up. And we'll be talking discussion, we'll talk invoice. And the spirit might drop, prophetic might drop. Even if I'm supposed to see something, I won't see. Because the prophetic has its business. Hello? So this guy was to work with our office for the first time. And he came, we sat down in my office, and they brought invoice and brought everything. So I looked at everything, and he was charging 1.8 million. Now listen, I'm a businessman, I understand. So I looked at it, I said, 1.8, that's what you want to collect for all these things you are going to do? I said, I hope you know that what you want to do, I can do it by myself. He said, of course, sir, Daddy, of course. I said, I hope you know what you want to do. There are many people that I know that can do it. But it's just that I've seen something you said, I see something you did, I said, let me just try this one. I want to ask you a question. Will you want me to pay you, or you want me to bless you? I said, because this is the first time you are working with me, and you are a member of my church, so you are actually my son. But I want to give you an opportunity to make a decision today, because the decision you make now will determine our relationship going forward. I will just put you in the list of contractors, and anytime you say, you'll just be dealing with, no, Daddy, I don't want anything, bless me. As I'm speaking to you right now, that young man called me last year, and this was a relationship of less than 2 years. He's in this church. He said, I just want to thank you. Because the very minute he said that, I said, no problem. I didn't pray for him. It's not that we have to pray. No. And all I did was I stood before my people in the community, billionaires. And I said, how many of you love this thing? This is the guy that did it. And he did not charge me. That's the end. He has been extra busy. He has not recovered. But somebody else has charged me money. Daddy, help me recommend my album. Even if I recommend it, it won't work. Because the spirit that will propel it. Mindset. Number 3, the habit gap. Many of you have the habit of speaking against people that are great. You can never become what you speak against. You are just envious and jealous of rich people. All these rich people, all these rich people. Every time you say all these rich people, that means you are saying you are not one of us. We rich people. Say, we the masses, we the masses. Why must you be the masses? Hello? Why must you be the masses? So habits. There are habits that rich people have that make them to be rich. There are habits that poor people have that make them to be poor. Savings. Rich people, they will keep saving. It's an habit. Rich people keep investing. It's an habit. Poor people, me I don't have money to save, even to chop. Investment, no investment don't chop finish. Now they buy land. The only house in your other house was the only house that came to his rescue. Like they have said over and over again, the Ibafor he ended at is where you should have started. Hello? If you had gone to Ibafor, that time, a plot of land in Ibafor was 5 naira or 20 naira. You would have bought 1 acre for 100 naira. Hello? My mentor has 1,000 acres in that place. He bought it 6,000 naira per acre. That's 1,000 naira per plot. They are still selling now. One plot. Now, how much is one plot? In Ile, 12 million. One plot. That was 1,000. So, he could have gone there to buy. This place you are sitting in now, we bought this place for 70,000 naira. Ibita Joko say 70,000 per plot. Today, if you have 40 million, it's not available on this street. 40 million. So, savings is an habit of the rich, not savings is an habit of the poor. Investing is an habit of the rich, not investing is an habit of the poor. What is your habit? Rich people have the habit of reading, the habit of developing themselves. Poor people are. So, habits is another gap. When you sit down with a rich man, sit down with a wealthy man, they will tell you of specific regimen, specific habits that they have. When I came in this morning, the press people came for the interview around 8 a.m. And one of them that is used, is one of those that know me. Say, he say, are we going up? I said, no, we are using here. We're not going up. Say, I can see you look tired. I say, I've been awake since 3 a.m. I've been awake since 3 a.m. And we are here, maybe it's like 3, 4, different things. So when you see a poor man, they will sleep, a little slumber. So you sleep for 8 hours. How far? Your 8 hours sleep. How far? Do you know if you sleep for 8 hours, you have slept for 1/3 of the day? So by the time you are 30 years old, you have slept for 10 years. No, put it in perspective. You have slept for what? 10 years. Or do me one day a year of insu. And you are wondering why people are making it. They were making it when you were asleep. Hello? Habit of the poor. Look, everybody on social media is not there to socialize. Some people are on social media to do business. So you may see them on Facebook like you. You think that they are playing there. No, they are making money. They are doing what? They are making money. So one of the habits of poor people is they waste their time on irrelevant things. Go to social media, you are the one that don't broke whose person's heart, who did they serve breakfast, who did BB hair, who is charging somebody, who is billing somebody, who is you are all the bad news. That's what you know. But that's in social media. There are courses that are free. Hello? Courses free. YouTube channel, education, everything that you can go there and you can come out with PhD. But once you just have 200 naira airtime, you're online insulting everybody that can change your life. Hello? So that's the habits that we need to work on. That habit is very important. What are you doing with your time? Because poor people, I don't know, they just have this funny way of behavior. And it is not going to help you. Because of time, let me move on. The next one is the association gap. Association gap. Show me your friends. Show me your friends. And I will show you the kind of person that you are. Show me your friends. And I will show you the kind of person that you are. Who are your friends? Who do you relate with? Look, you have heard this said over and over again. If you move with 5 rich people, you'll be the 6th one. It's not a joke. It's reality. There's something about association. When you are moving with people that are going somewhere, you will go somewhere. But when you are moving with people that are always insulting everybody, all this landlord, useless landlord, how can you increase the whole day? You will never be a landlord. Because you won't want to be a useless man that you are calling the other person. If 4 of you are moving together, and 1 year, one of you come and say, guys, I'm getting married. Say, hey, you're getting married, I want to settle down. And before you know it, he settles down. All of you wear suits to join him to marry. By the 2nd year, the wife is pregnant. Before you know it, he's a father. You begin to tell yourself, before you know it, 2nd year, the next person, I need to settle down. If you look at that relationship within 5 years, everybody will be married. But when you are moving, people get marriage na scam, adulthood na scam, school na scam, government na scam, pastors na scam. That's the people you are moving with. You are scamming yourself. If you move with people that are investing, knowledge, seminar, you are moving with those kind of people, just this thing, let's put money together. If we cannot buy one plot, let's do 5 of us, 200. Let's do one plot. We'll share it in the future. Before you know it, one person comes, he has quarter plot. You know, you don't need a plot of land. All you need is a piece of land. Yeah. It's a piece of land. All these plots, it's causing trouble for you. Ask any lawyer or surveyor. They will tell you, there is no plot size. Even if you have 10,000 square meter, they will say a plot of land or a piece of land measuring 10,000 square meter. So somebody gets a small piece and build something shoki and packs in. And all of you went there and saw it. Before you know it, alright. The other street. Let me take you there. Before you know it, in 5 to 7 years, everybody in that cycle, they have a plot. Who are your friends? You have been moving with poor people for 6 years. All of you are poor. Is it not time for you to think that in 2025 you need to change friends? Hey, I don't want them to say I'm arrogant. Okay, sit down there and be holy. Association gap. Who are your friends? Who do you associate with? Sometimes you intentionally join people that are better than you so that you will never be satisfied with where you are. It's an intentionality. I was talking to you about the Billionaires Conclave. One thing that thing does, when people sit down, you know, one of the questions people ask is, so this Billionaire Conclave, do I have to be a billionaire to join? You don't have to be a billionaire. You just need to have a billion dream. A desire to become. A mindset of becoming. Many of the people, they are not billionaires. They became when they joined. Hello? So just come. If you desire to be a billionaire, you desire to make a difference, come. But guess what? By the time they come and they see other people like themselves, you see 30-something-year-old boy, they are not doing Yahoo, they are not doing fraud. They are like, in this same Nigeria, your brain will change. There are people that came in there, the first year, they could not pay the money. They say, can I pay instrumentally? Hello? I say, you can't pay instrumentally. If you cannot pay once, you are not qualified to be here. Go and do the general one. Hello? But the same people, in 1 year, in 2 years, their story has changed. So, association. Association. I can tell you testimonies upon testimonies upon testimonies upon testimonies. Sitting in the room with some people, shift things. Next is opportunity gap. Life is all about opportunity. The word poor is an acronym for passing over opportunities repeatedly. So one thing about rich people is that every opportunity they see, they explore. Poor people, are we sure? Are we sure? What am I saying? There are opportunities that this world presents to you. There are opportunities that life will present to you. Opportunity will not always be there. Opportunities are cyclical. They come over and over again. They come, they go, they come, they go. But some opportunities are once in a lifetime opportunity. Some opportunities, when they go, it can be 10 years before you get it again. 10 years. So, why are rich people rich? Opportunity. 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 Just yesterday, I got an email from a member of the conclave in the UK. We're in Qatar just about 3 weeks ago. As we're landing Nigeria, I got a message from her. He says, sir, I saw you in Qatar, and I'm going to Qatar for Christmas. Do we have conclave members in Qatar that can help me on grass? I said, no problem. We have members there, you are covered. So I connected them together. But guess what? She now sent me a message yesterday. I'm back in London. Oh, help me thank this, help me thank that. They took care of me. They took him from the airport. They took me around. She now wrapped up and said, he even told me about that conclave city that you told us about. So I read it again. He told me about what you told us about. So I'm like, so I've told you. So guess what? She said, so I have keyed into it. I just want to let you know. Do you know what has happened now? They are all in the same conclave. I sent the message to them. I said, this thing's about to start. Oh, before it goes to the public, you that are in my constituency, come and buy at 500. This other guy bought 10 acres at 500 naira. And now a conclave member is buying 3 acres out of the 10 acre at 1 million. Inside the same. She sent me the message yesterday. So I looked at it. I said, how do I deal with this thing now? I said, well, this is a learning curve. So I connected with the guy. I said, oh, well, you know they use me to make money. I said, I send somebody to you, make you help her. You can't they sell my land double to the person. He said, Malga, you give us an opportunity that we should buy before 10th of December. He said, me, I bought. She heard the same information. She didn't buy. She's now talking to me on the 27th of December. And I'm telling her, you don't close, Baba no go answer you. But me, I feel safe from my own. He said, it's what you taught us. So when I finished with him, I now contacted her. I said, how are you doing today? I said, I don't know if you have learned a lesson from this that happened. I said, because the same land you went to buy. I said, he said that, I was planning to travel. So I was gathering money for the ticket and hotel to travel. That's why I said, maybe I'll do it. Are you saying now? You don't travel, you don't return, I don't pay double. That's how life is. So. Opportunity will come, everybody will hear it. Only few people will take advantage. When we moved here, we bought the first set of land here for 70,000. Then, after a year or so, 100. The last set we bought was for 250 per plot in this place. I stood on the pulpit. The church used to be half like this. The pulpit was like this. I used to face this place. And I told them, I said, church, all this area, when we came here, this place was a dunghill. Dunghill. In this place, when you put a rod inside, it's 7 feet plus, almost 8 feet of water. This place we are sitting in. Yeah. So I told people, we could not access this place. We had to be clearing road to get here. So I told people, I said, look, this place, by virtue of our presence, this is going to become a city. The whole world will gather here. That there's going to come a time when to get a plot here, you go to the avenue. So I want to advise you, my members. If you have 70,000, 100,000 now, start buying all the land in this area. So that outsiders will not come and benefit from the development we're bringing here. That was my announcement to the church. Guess what? That same Sunday, some people were talking. They didn't know I was coming. They were insulting me in their mind. They said, these pastors, they have brains. They don't bring us inside bush now. They tell all of them, we'll buy bush so that we'll help and develop in church. I'm standing before you right now, maybe 25 years later. I am not aware, I stand to be corrected, of any member of this church that has a land on this road or house. Not one. Not one. On this road. I'm not aware. It's possible that they are. I'm not aware. Do we have anybody here that is landlord on this street? That is a member of this? But no. The people that are here that are on this street, they join later. But me, guess what? I bought. How much did I buy? I didn't have money. Even me, I was a pastor. I didn't have 70,000 to buy. But later, when I had money, I bought at 500,000 per plot. Hello? And I'm building on it, on this same road. So listen to me. You can hear the message. It is what you practice that works for you. So, opportunities are here again today. Take advantage of it. Technological gap. Technological gap. Look, technology has changed the game. Whatever you are doing right now, if you don't add technology to it, you're about to expire. With AI, with the fourth, fifth industrial revolution, things have changed in our world. Technology, technology, technology. So anything you are doing now, begin to think of how to automate it, how to add technology to it. That is very, very important. Because one of the things that rich people do is they use technology to enhance productivity. They use technology to enhance effectiveness and proficiency. They use technology to automate their income. My office in Atlanta sent me a report last week. And in the report, I saw Amazon, deposits from Amazon into the accounts of my books being sold online. So I called them and said, let this thing continue to flow like this. So I'm just in Nigeria. Amazon console. I'm telling you. Technology. Technology. So, I don't know what you are doing, but one of your assignments this year will be, how can I automate what I'm doing? What technology can I deploy to increase the efficiency, the productivity, and the proficiency of what I'm doing? And go ahead and do it. And finally, the grace gap. Everybody that spoke about Yoda spoke very well. But nobody mentioned village people. Nobody mentioned village people because we know That many times when people say village people, there's no village people anywhere. It is lack of doing what is supposed to be done that produces the village people. But people of God, I can tell you for free. You are either in the secret court or you are in the secret place. Kirakita dollar. Hello? It's not by grigaga. There's something called the grace of God. Hello? Grace. Grace delivers from disgrace. Grace empowers for the race. Grace releases favor. It is not because you are the most intelligent. It is not because you are the most hardworking. You are either in the secret court or you are in the secret place. Everybody is using something. Just be sure that the one you are using is the right one. There was no grace on the life of that man. Hello? He needed to have a dimension of grace operating in his life that will have helped to solve some problem. So, I don't want to go into different aspects of this issue of grace. But let me tell you something. Go and study every rich and wealthy man or woman that you know. Whether they are born again or not, you will see the hand of grace. You will see that there's something that you can't put one on one. You will see that that's what we call the grace of God. You will see that there's something that this person was just helped. That's what many of you call luck. Oh. Say it was lucky. No, it's just a grace. And guess what? The grace of God has appeared to all. That grace is available to anybody that is ready to receive it and partake of it. So, these are the gaps between the rich and the poor.
I hope you were blessed by that message. Kindly leave your comments, share, and subscribe to this channel for more of this. Thank you.